Hi, everybody, and welcome to General Biology 221. I am your instructor this semester. My name is Dr. Fuller, and I'm happy to meet those of you who I haven't met before, and welcome back to those who were with me in Fall 2 for genetics. So the purpose of this course welcome is really just to point out a few key features of navigating the course so that you can do so comfortably. I don't use a traditional grading system. And we're implementing the use of Google Classroom this semester. So I just want to show you where everything is all together. So I'm going to share my screen to get us started. You will need access to two things to do this course successfully. The first is the course Blackboard. Um, so let's just go see what that looks like. All right, and I will share my screen while we get that together, while that pops up. All right, so when, screen two, when you, the first thing you need to do is go to Blackboard, make sure you can get in and that you see everything. This FAQ is going to pop up first. I'm gonna switch that so that the announcements pop up first, but there's a course, you'll see there's announcements here. I'll always try to trigger for assignment due dates. If there's any new information, I'll remind you about live study sessions. I'll let you know when the material for the new week is posted. So cruise through the announcement section to see what's up for this week. There's a course frequently asked questions. So this is kind of general stuff that comes up a lot. I'll update this as the semester goes. So if you have a question about generalities of the course, check here first. There's also a link to the syllabus. So I'm going to pull that up so that you can see it well. Okay, so here's the syllabus for the course. Please read the syllabus. You guys are emerging sophomores. By now, you should know how important it is to read the syllabus. So if you look at the syllabus, let me change the view. All right, so here the information for the live study sessions is right there at the top. My contact information is over here in office hours. So you can contact me by text if you have a quick question or want to give me a quick heads up about something, but you can also email me. Office hours are Mondays, actually Monday and Wednesday. Let me change that right now. Monday and Wednesday from 9:30 a.m. to 11:15 a.m. And you can do that by just showing up to the Zoom room at those times. If those times don't work for you and you want private time to meet with me, please make an appointment with me either by email or by requesting an appointment through Starfish. Synchronous sessions, again, are Thursdays from 4 to 6. But a really important part of the syllabus is information on how the grading is done for this class. So I use a system called standards-based grading because for me, I really want you to learn. So it's not important to me that you turn in all your assignments. That's not enough, so especially if they're all wrong. So this isn't, in this class, you will have to demonstrate that you understand the material. This is General Biology 2, which means it's the second most important course that you will take in your career and your future education as a scientist, right? So this information that you learned this semester will follow you. You will rely on it and fall back to it over the course of your time in science and as a human. This information becomes very important. So what does standards-based grading mean? In standards-based grading, I'm sorry, my dog is growling at something. If you hear that in the background, she's not happy. So let me pull up a rubric. So each week when you come to class, you will see a rubric. Here's a version for this week. This is this week's rubric. Each student has their own rubric. You can see that the learning outcome that we're going to target, or the outcomes for that week, are bolded, and then they're broken down into these targets. So in order to say that you meet this learning outcome, you will have had to demonstrate that you met these 3 learning targets. And there are multiple opportunities for you to demonstrate that, and they are spelled out on the rubric. Okay, the rubric is very simple. Either you meet the outcome, you get a score of 2, almost meet the outcome for a score of 1, or you don't meet the outcome for a score of 0. So if you score below the optimal score for that particular assignment, I will leave you a note over here in this notes and revision activity, and some suggestions, or maybe an alternate assignment to help you demonstrate to me that you understand the materials. So you have opportunities for revision. You can turn in an assignment, and if it's not literally perfect, I will give you feedback and you can revise the assignment. The revisions are not required. They are up to you, but I will give you those opportunities. And at the end of each week, I'll calculate your total rubric score, and you can see here at the bottom of every rubric will be a score conversion chart, and these A, B, C, D, F grades, which look more familiar, are the grades that show up for each week, and that will be posted to Blackboard. Okay, so what else do you need to know for the course? Oh, in Blackboard, you'll see a link, and I've emailed it to you, to sign up for the Google Classroom. I use Google a lot because in virtual learning, it allows you to turn in an assignment very easily, and for me to look at it and give you feedback. And even if we're in that, we can meet in that assignment at the same time and use the chat if you need help in a particular way. I have used this with great success since we switched to virtual learning. So if you look in Google Classroom, let me share this screen. You will see for this week, everything is posted. You'll see all your assignments for this week. So just click through, go through them in order and do them as assigned. Now, how does this connect to the rubric? The rubric is here. So I will update as you submit assignments. I will update your score immediately. So you can always look through your rubric to see how you're doing for the week. If you need to revise anything, I'll leave comments on the rubric and on the assignment so that you can see them. You'll see, as mentioned in the syllabus, as mentioned in the Module 1 overview, there are 3 due dates, and they are the same each week. Assignments will either have a due date, a suggested due date of Wednesday or Friday. Those are the due dates you need to follow if you want opportunities for revision. Revision cutoff is at the Friday due date. So if you want to revise something, you can see here, section 1.1 of this week, that stuff is all due Wednesday. Section 1.2 stuff is due Wednesday. Section 1.3 stuff is due Friday. If you meet those Wednesday, Friday due dates, I will leave you a comment and you can revise the assignment if you so choose. The final deadline for all items is Sundays at 5, always. That's also when I post the items for next week or for the following or the upcoming week, okay? So Wednesday, Friday due dates, if you want the opportunity for revision. Sunday due date is the final due date. So try to plan out. I mean, you can look at the beginning of every module, I put a module overview. It has on one screen all the things that are due and all the dates that they're due, so that you can kind of plot out how your week is going to go, because I know we all have a lot going on right now, and I want you to make good use of your time. So we talked about Blackboard rubrics. Okay, let's look back at the Blackboard and let me show you some other things here. So there's the announcements, the course frequently asked questions. Here's a link to the syllabus, which you should refer to. Weekly modules. So right now, all of the assignments are also posted in Blackboard, but this is the only week that you'll be able to access your assignments via Blackboard and the Google Classroom. If you click here, you can see all the work. Actually, this probably won't even be visible by the time those of you who are watching this video will look at that. You won't even be able to see this. There's a link here you can click that will take you directly to the Google Classroom. This study sessions and office hours link will take you directly to the Zoom room. So if it's Mondays and Wednesdays at 9:30 to 11:15, or Thursdays from 4 to 6, if you click there, you will see me and the class, okay? What else? Oh, and grades. So at the end of so Sunday, after I grade all of the items that you've turned in for that week, I will move your grade into Blackboard. If you finish everything early, which a lot of students do, as soon as you're finished and your rubric is complete and I see that you either don't have any revisions or you not going to do any revisions, then I'll put your grade in Blackboard. So if you look, when you look in Blackboard, you will see grade columns that have there's a module 1 grade, and then there's a grade, my grade so far. So you'll see your weekly grade there at the end of each week, and then you'll see what your current standing, your grade overall for the course is. Okay, so I like to be very transparent. If you have any questions about a grade in the Blackboard gradebook or something on your rubric, please let me know ASAP. It's better to address those items as you notice them rather than trying to go back and figure out what happens later. I think that's all I have. This week's live study session, we will do the chemical properties of molecules together. So I'll pull out my molecule kits that I have back there, and we will look at that. And there's a guided notes activity, so we can do that as it happens. I will record this session, so if you can't make it, you can use the video and do the assignment on your own. I will have office hours on Wednesdays at 9:30. If you have any questions or you want to introduce yourself to me, you're welcome to stop by. Other than that, I think that's it. So good luck this semester. I hope that you enjoy the class as best as you can. And I hope that if you're not, or if you need help, please reach out to me. And other than that, I will see you at either office hours or at live study session. All right, have a good week.